Welcome to the Lee Michaels Show with Carol and your daily cast of characters, where we discuss the issues of the day, entertainment news, what's really going on in Washington, and the world. Why don't we just hear it from the horse's mouth himself?
We can't have someone in the Oval Office who doesn't understand the meaning of the word confidential or classified. I don't think it's safe to be briefed on national security because the word will get out. I know at some point they're going to be calling, they're going to want to brief me, but I'm not a talker about this stuff. This is like Watergate, only it's worse. Because here, our foreign enemies were in a position to hack our most sensitive national security secrets.
Of course, it turns out the Russians didn't need to hack Hillary's email server. They were able to hack Trump's mouth.
This is like Watergate, only it's worse.
The Lee Michaels Show on the Power of Voices Radio Network.
Thank you and welcome. How are you today? Hope everything is well with you and yours. We are living in some troubling times. Earthquakes, now yet another one. Mexico is digging out from the rubble. Puerto Rico got slammed by Maria. They're calling it the worst storm ever to hit Puerto Rico. You know, Maria must be one bad lady. She blew the leaves off of the palm trees. Who does that? Irma didn't do that. Harvey didn't do that. But this Maria. Oh my gosh, she is like packing serious winds. And I guess she's still over Puerto Rico. She's just about out of there. But man, what damage and destruction in her path. Welcome to the show. I am that guy they call Lee. There's a storm out there named after me. I tell you right now, I'm going to fizzle out. I'm not causing no damage. I'm not doing it. That ain't me. That's some other Lee. That might be Lee Bailey, the other Lee Michaels in Baltimore, but it's not me. Lee, what's the other guy's? The people confuse me with all the time. I don't know why. He's a TV producer. What's his name? Lee Daniels. How people get Daniels and Michaels all jacked up? Anyway, maybe he can get some of my bill collectors. Hey, Lee, pay those guys. Hook a brother up. How you doing, Carol? What are you doing over there? You got last week you had hair on your chest. Today you got donuts all over your chest. Carol, you're a hot mess. You know that?
I got hair from my cats.
Well, that's normal.
Did you know yesterday when the earthquake that just happened again?
Yeah, Mexico.
That was the anniversary. In 1985, they had an earthquake that killed 10,000 people.
Ouch.
And they were celebrating, that.
Yeah.
And then that earthquake, right after that earthquake started.
Was this where the children were in the school? Or?
Yeah, I seen them digging kids out, and the kids were crying, but those are mainly kids that are dead.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like
sad.
21 or something kids dead and
there's
4
about
adults.
200-something people now.
Yeah.
218, I believe.
Yeah,
most of them are children.
They said it was going to be anywhere from 100 to 1,000 people. They were estimating
Well, they were
from
saying
day one.
Most of the ones so far are kids.
Yeah.
And they did
How
dig
sad.
kids out, though. I was watching that.
Yeah.
And it's like, makes you cry.
Yeah, it's very
emotional. A lot
emotional.
of dead dogs and that they were showing.
Yeah, that's the only thing about an earthquake, man. It's no fair warning. As we're sitting here speaking right now, we could experience one. You just don't know. No, it's not like, in 15 minutes, take cover because we're about to have an earthquake. Nope.
Plus, we're on the bottom floor, and whatever's up there comes down.
Well, I'm going to jump on the floor, and then you get on top of me, okay?
No.
What do you mean, nope?
We'll get under the desk.
Oh, my goodness. Let's welcome our kick in the side to the show. Chris Bates in the place.
Yes. Boom. Shakalaka. How you doing, Lee? How you doing, Carol?
I'm good. I'm eating a donut.
Yeah, she's eating on the air.
What kind of donut are you eating there? What kind?
This is the second one.
She woofed the first one.
You can't have donuts around me. I won't even buy them because I love donuts. This
But
one's
what's the
cake
flavor of
donut.
It's cake.
Cake donut. Okay.
Yeah, those
First
are
one
boring.
was like a Krispy Kreme.
Those are boring.
Oh, okay.
It was glazed.
Did it have glaze on it?
The first one.
Oh, that was a regular glaze then.
Yeah, and
was
I
like-
should have resisted both of these.
Yeah. Well, that's what Josefa said. But she ate two. I've only had one, and I had a raisin croissant kind of thing. No sugar, like the glazed stuff. I didn't do any of that. Yeah,
What's the name of the place you got it from?
It's called Royal Donuts. Just a little shop right down the street. I walked down there and picked up a dozen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a mom and pop place. Somewhere?
Yeah.
Don't
They
you
have
think
them all
she's
over
a
the
little
place.
expensive,
Bunch
though?
of them. That was a dozen for $8.99.
Yeah. She's a little
Is that high?
Well, some places it's only $6.
$6 for a dozen?
Yeah. Well, I don't buy donuts
Yeah.
anymore.
When was the
so
last time you bought some donuts?
I quit buying them because
I think
can't
Dunkin',
eat
you're
them.
going to pay about
I wish
10
I
or
hadn't
12
seen
bucks.
those.
$1 a piece. When was the last time you've been to like a Dunkin' or a place like that?
I don't
No.
eat donuts.
Yeah. $6 for a dozen.
So I
That's
don't
been-
think it'll hurt me because
20
I haven't had a
years.
donut. I don't know when.
Yeah. It's been 14 days since I don't know when. I just saw her with my best friend. Do you know what I mean?
That's not your best friend.
It's called a jackrabbit.
I'll tell you. That's bovine for you right there. man.
Right? Yeah, that's a lyric from a song from an artist by the name of Lee Michaels.
Oh, get out. Okay.
Yeah. Rock and roll guy back in the late 60s, early 70s on A&M Records. I'm a walking
I gotta tell you-
encyclopedia.
Man, I got to tell you something, and you know this firsthand, of course. Since I got into radio, even when I was in college, the last name was always popular from coast to coast was Michaels.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know, man. Everybody, I knew a guy, it was Michaels. I knew a Michaels when I was in college radio, and I started looking at the trades. There's always a Michaels in any type of, format or different state, different city, it just all over the place.
There are a number of Michaels or Michaels something.
Right.
Jay Michaels, my illegitimate brother.
You don't claim him?
No. No, we just fun with each other. We always call each
yeah.
other's brother. He's down in San Diego now. Jay Michaels.
There's always a lot of Michaels, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it is a pretty popular name. Jay,
Yeah.
Dave, or David.
Right.
So you guys kind of make up stage names like they do for stage.
Yeah, some guys do. Some
Yeah,
don't.
some do.
I think probably 50% of the guys have some convoluted name of their own.
Man, I remember
Maybe.
I was back at. You're right. I was back at WLS, and I received an email for all of us to have a programming meeting, and it had all of our names on it. And
Real
I didn't
names?
recognize anybody because they had their real government names on it. And I know who the hell are these people.
Well, why would they do that?
What's
That's
your real name?
that's silly. What was that?
What's his real name? Chris, is that your real name?
Christopher.
Chris is my real name. Christopher is my birth name. Yes.
Yeah, that's your government name.
That's the government name. I work with that.
Where did that come from? Your government name.
Yeah, I know some ghetto person started that crap.
Yeah.
So kind of like caught on. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably during the 60s when people were changing, especially people of color changing to African-based names.
True.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah. That's an interesting time period.
Well, names always fascinated me because I remember when I joined AFTRA, the union,
Yeah.
and, they ask you, excuse me, what your performer name is going to be. And then you give them the name that you want to use. And I
Right.
remember reading about people in the industry. For example, James Brown, the late James Brown, of course, the singer. Then you had James Brown, the sports broadcaster.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they don't want you to use the same name because of obviously of confusion.
Yeah.
For example, Michael Keaton, the actor, his real name is Michael Douglas. That's his real name, but he couldn't use it, of course, because obviously,
Yeah, we get confused.
Exactly.
Yeah, when I went to New York in '75 to work at 99X, there was George Michael, the guy that we know nationwide from the Sports Machine.
Correct, right.
He was on WABC radio in New York. And then there was Lee Douglas, who did middays at the station I worked at. So I couldn't be Lee or Michaels because of those two clowns.
Right.
So first night on the air, I was known as the X-Man, 99X-Man, because we couldn't agree on a name for almost a week.
Right.
And so I ended up being JoJo, J-O-J-O.
Wait a minute, how do you go from X-Man to JoJo?
But because I didn't like the names that these program directors and general managers were coming up with. I think I told you that story.
Like X-Man sounds like a superhero name. You don't want that?
Exactly. And I went out and gave away $100 bills as the X-Man at McDonald's and Kentucky Fried Chicken and places like that. It was funny. Yeah. But yeah, I did not want to use any of the names that they came up with. So JoJo White was playing for the Celtics. So I just took JoJo and ran with that.
So you used to be JoJo.
Mm-hmm.
And then when did you change to Lee?
Well, I was Lee and started being Lee on April Fool's Day, 1973. And before JoJo, I was Mofo.
Oh, come
on. How come you guys don't use your real names?
Well, usually you have a goofy-ass real name, and it's just not cool. So that's why a lot of guys do it. You want to be hip.
So your name's it's goofy?
No. We don't even want to discuss my real name. I'm in the witness protection program. So when I was in New York, they had a list of names that they had proposed. One was George Washington Bridges. I said, oh hell
God.
No.
Oh, see that.
No.
Yeah.
And then one was M.F. Johnson.
What's wrong with these people, man?
White
that's
folks.
Not creative.
Crazy
not
white
creative.
people.
Yeah, but that's not creativity. That's all you being high. You're high as hell back on names like that, right?
Oh, and they were.
They were.
They were. We used to go up on the roof of the building, and smoke doobies.
Good night.
Then the last one that broke the camel's back. There was a guy that came on before me. His name was Steve Smoking Weed.
I quit.
So exactly. And Steve is still around. But then the name they wanted me to use coming on after him was C.O. Kane.
Okay.
Who was that sniffing?
That was me. I got allergies right now.
Yeah, wanted me to be cocaine after
cocaine.
Steve Smoking Weed. I said, no, hell no. You're not going to get me busted.
Oh, man. We're not promoting drugs. No, we're not.
No.
No drug use here, right?
You're going to put the brother in New York City out there with the big afro and a little mustache and call him C.O. Kane. No, hell no.
Hell nope.
Hell no.
Hell nope.
Double hell nope.
Right.
Oh, hell no. So, yeah, that's
rough.
That's how JoJo came about. And then when I went to, I left New York and went to San Francisco, to KDIA. Why do we say shit like that? And then I went back to being Lee Michaels. Lee Baby Michaels. Don't mess up that middle name.
He was happy to get that.
Oh, my God. Yeah. So all those girls that are still looking for me in New York, he's dead.
He's gone.
Yeah. JoJo died on the plane to San Francisco.
JoJo's dead.
JoJo's
That's
dead.
what I said.
That's right. Yeah, he died on the plane. Sorry.
Oh, hell.
Yep.
I'm coming back from that, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But, that's always fascinating me with names because, that's what you use for your moniker, your professional name, and things like that.
Yeah.
I remember also working in Chicago, the morning team on the talk show was a husband-wife team named Don, Wade, and Roma.
Oh, my God.
And Wade was
Milk
spelled
and
W-A-D-E. Yeah. And I'll say this, Don, God rest his soul, was great to me.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about when you're working with your wife or spouse is that if you have an argument, you can't get away for a while. You go to the job, you go to the same job, and you're still arguing.
Right.
And I'll tell you, some of the arguments were more exciting than the talk show sometimes.
Exactly.
And they put the arguments on the air, man. They would have went through the roof ratings wise.
Yeah, they had a son that flew for the Blue Angels, right?
That's right, correct.
Yeah.
I forgot his name offhand, but he would surprise them and would come to town every now and again to surprise them. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard him talk about that one day on the air.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but they spelled. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They were pretty boring to me. And they had an audience that they appealed to, but me, from a radio perspective, it was She especially. Wade was more of a radio guy than.
He was the radio guy. He was.
Yeah. She was kind of like
Boston,
a Klingon.
One of the markets.
Yeah.
Well, it was a good business move because both chicks come back to the same home.
Yeah. No question. No question.
Yeah. I give credit for that, but
very few husband and wife teams in the business on the air together like that.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember once getting that memo, an email about the meeting, and when they used when Dom in particular, he spelled his name W-A-D-E, Wade.
Right.
But originally it was spelled W-E-G-H-E.
Oh, really?
Had a foreign connection to it. So once again, how people, use their names and stuff like that and finagle it or try to work something in better. Right. Just changed around. That's always, you always wonder where, for me, the origin of how it starts.
Yeah, it's like Bob Wall. That wasn't his real name.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was.
I believe it was Robert Harrison.
Was it Robert Harrison? Yeah.
Robert Harrison, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think it was Robert Harrison, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember, for those of you that may not know, Bob Wall worked here in Chicago at WGCI and worked in the morning. He worked in the mornings at one point. And
right.
I remember being white was unique because everybody else was black in the market doing morning radio from the urban perspective. And I come to find out that Gannett, at the time, the newspaper that owned WGCI, their thing was every market must have a white man in their morning drive. This is what I got from Marv Dyson.
Really?
Yes.
I never heard that.
Well, that's what Marv told me. I don't know if it's true or not. That's what Marv told me. But I was
asking
Marv
about
makes
Doug. Up shit too. You can't believe everything Marv used to say.
Okay, then. All right. Then. So it wouldn't surprise me if he did. It wouldn't surprise me if he did because you and I both know Marv. So there you go. Right? He pulls stuff out of the crack of his black ass.
That's right. That's right.
Right. So I was asking about Doug. Now this is what he told me. When Bob Wall had the controversy to step down. And Doug was doing evenings at the time.
That's
and they bumped Doug up for mornings. Now, he told me, meaning Marv, was that he had to audition for 1 year in order to get the solidification of the morning drive position. So for 1 year, he auditioned and then got the gig. Now, that's what Marv told me, so I know how that goes.
I was the PD. I knew nothing about no damn audition.
That's what I'm telling you.
Marv likes to make up stuff. I'm going to call Marv up and cuss him out. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. He probably forgot he lied so damn much.
Was he talking in front of a class?
He was talking to me.
Oh, just to you?
Yes.
Okay. Marv. No, we moved Doug into that time slot, morning drive, because he was the best man suited for the job.
Absolutely.
I don't know nothing about no 1 year audition. He came in as the morning guy. I was there. I was the PD operations manager.
Right. But I'm telling you what he told me, man.
If he had that discussion, it was with Doug in the men's room because that was never discussed. That's funny.
Yeah.
But he's the same guy that called you. What did he call you? He called you a name. What?
He called me a
Fat
fat
bastard.
motherfucker.
Fat motherfucker.
No, right. That was the exact quote.
Marv would do some crazy stuff, man.
Of course he would.
Oh my God.
And Marv and I were.
with you.
Oh yeah, Marv and I were cool. I told you the story. We were cool beings. We got along great.
Yeah.
The morning show they had there, Marcella Jones. Marcella does gospel inspiration music, and I was brought on to do news.
Right.
I did the news every top of the hour for the show and everything else, and Marcella and I got along great. We still do. And so, Marv and I got along all right until that fateful day when he called me a fat motherfucker and was off to the races.
You didn't throw him through the window, huh?
No, I don't do it, Carol. I can't do that. He was my boss, man.
Yeah, I hear you.
But
yeah, Marv was wild.
Yeah, we would have these insulting battles back and forth and everything.
Oh,
else,
he loved playing the dozen. Tell it,
Oh yeah,
pulling jokes on you and stuff.
Absolutely.
Character.
Yeah,
Did you work with Abe Thompson?
No, Abe and I would cross paths, but we never worked together.
Okay.
Yeah, Abe's a good guy.
So what's the latest? Have you checked? Did you check the news before we came on? What's happening with Maria? Is she out of Puerto Rico yet?
Yeah, they still have remnants, and the way it looks, I mean, one reporter said there may not be a Puerto Rico by the time it gets finished. It's
Really?
decimated. Yeah.
She knocked the leaves off the palm trees, man.
She's
Who
a
does
bad
that?
heifer.
I'm telling
She
you.
did.
Irma didn't do that in Florida. I don't know. Maybe she did it in some of the other islands, but there's still
Right.
stuff on the trees. She
Exactly.
cleaned the trees, the palm trees.
It doesn't look good when you see the footage, and I mean, it's like pulverized.
Yeah. At one point yesterday, she was up to 175 miles an hour. That's like a super Cat 5.
Oh man.
See, they're going to have to come up with a Cat 6 now.
Yeah.
At least keep up with the same name scheme for wiring of internet cables, or LAN cables, rather, not necessarily internet cables, but there's a Cat 3, a Cat 5, a Cat 6 now. So we need a hurricane up to 175 miles and above, Cat 6. We got to keep up, you know?
That's true.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, my heart goes out to the people out there. That's incredible. I can only imagine whether, we have these, these different hurricanes. And look, I'll put it like this. Every time I hear something about it, it gives me chills. There was a song that came out back in the day with John Lennon that I really liked a lot.
Which one?
Was it Nobody Told Me?
Nobody
His
told
name
me.
of the
I don't
song.
remember that one.
And every time I think about it, I think about that, and the line in the line in the song was "Strange Days Indeed." That's what it reminds me of. I believe we're living in strange days. I really believe that.
Well, I've never seen anything quite like it in my lifetime. In my 162 years.
You age rapidly. I thought you were that old, man.
Oh yeah, I'm on a timetable. They came out with the new operating system for all the iPhones and iPads and all that bovine, and it forces you really to use a passcode.
Oh yeah, for real?
And I set up one, but I don't remember what it is. What did I use? I remember now. I got it. I got
good.
it.
That's good.
I got it. Hang on. I think. Is that it? Yay! You win. All right.
Oh man, Dave Johnson in the chat says Marv is the same one who said Ronnie Dyson is not his brother.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, see, yeah, because Dave was claiming that they were related, and Marv had him on the air, and he said, no, we're not related. I think Marv was jealous because the other guy looks better than Marv, so that's probably what that was about.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's a trip.
Marv Dyson. Did you ever hear Marv on the air?
Unfortunately, yeah. Yeah, I did.
He was nothing like his brother. His brother was a great news guy.
Yeah, Lon Dyson.
Lon
Great
Dyson.
Lon Dyson. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had the voice, and
Yeah.
you know, I remember listening to tapes of him. Never got a chance to meet his brother, but I always heard of him. And no, yeah, just complete opposites. But you know, those guys, man, you know, they come from in a certain era. Of course, you had them and Richard Steele. In fact, Richard Steele and Marv went to, you know, grade school together.
Yeah, yeah, they went to school together. And Gene Chandler
Yeah.
and your former boss. Oh, what's his name? Finney. Reverend Finney.
Oh,
They all went to school together.
oh okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Let's say hello to Shaggy out there on the island of Hawaii.
Shaggy.
Shaggy
What's up, man?
Jenkins. What's up, Shag? Call in sometime. Mornings, all from the 808. The 808. That's a nice area code. I like that one.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yep.
That's nice.
Chris Michaels. Yeah, you're right, Dave. There's a Chris Michaels out there.
That's right.
Yep.
That's another one you should work at GCI. Oh, yeah, Jammin' Dave Michaels.
Yeah, Jam and Dave.
Right.
Yeah, you like that MF Johnson? I might change my name to that now that, you know.
Oh, no.
I'm almost dead now, so I don't give a damn. I'll say and do
Oh,
anything
man.
now, you know.
Well, look, you got MF Johnson. I think Darius gave a nickname yesterday, Two-Tone Lee.
Two-Tone Lee. That's funny because when I was taking a shower, I looked at myself and I laughed about that. I said, yeah, you one two-tone fool. When you can
Yeah,
laugh
I
at your
will-
naked self, I guess that's pretty cool.
I don't laugh at my naked self. I pass out, man, because I just, you know, see my body. I'm like, oh, my God, you know. So, I mean, donate my body to science fiction. So I was like, I couldn't do no more. But, yeah, man. But you know what? It's funny because all these nicknames you're getting, like Uber Lee and Two-Tone Lee and now
Yeah.
MF Johnson,
MF
we
Johnson.
reclaim that.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep. Carol,
that's funny.
when you die, how do you want to be handled? Are you going to be cremated, buried, stuffed, or what?
No, donated to science so they could study me. They
It's too
use
late
heads.
then.
No, they use heads in school and that. They
Heads?
have whole heads. Yeah,
What about the rest of your body?
they can do whatever they want with it.
Yeah, you don't mind?
Not at all. I'm dead.
So you don't mind they
Yeah,
can touch you then, but
they
down
can
the
touch you,
body-
right, you'd be dead.
I'm one of these people that believe this is just a
A
shell,
shell,
that my
yeah.
spirit goes into the third dimension or something.
Okay. You got any more of that?
What, Twilight Zone? Or what dimension you talking about?
Well, there's different things. You never feel like
Watch it.
somebody that's dead is, you feel them there.
You got any more?
Any more what?
Whatever you smoking.
I don't smoke. We need to clarify that.
I didn't say it's a joke. Well, whatever it is, whatever you're tripping on. Give me some.
I'm not tripping.
Did you ever do peyote weed?
No,
No. What does that do to you? I've never experienced that.
I don't
Do you
know.
know?
I can find out and give you some.
I don't know about that. Give some to Chris first.
No. I ain't no damn guinea pig. Shit.
So if you-
You go first.
no, you go first. Come on, man. You hit it. No,
No,
I'm
man.
good. I'm good.
No, you go first, man.
No.
Age before beauty, so you go first, man.
Oh, my God. What? Oh, no. What, she got a plate in her butt?
She had butt implants and they
Oh, that's
they
disgusting.
did,
Give me that.
They got ruined. You got to start it from the beginning.
Oh, no. That just that part right there is enough.
No, you have to see what it did.
What? It looks like a plate in her butt.
One of my clients did that and it moved.
Oh, my God. What, it flipped over?
I don't know. They just moved.
Let's see if we can
Take it
show
from
this.
the beginning. No, take it from the beginning.
No, wait a minute. They can see that.
No, they need to see it when it flattened. Look at her trying to fix it.
Oh, she put it back in place.
That's terrible. Why are you so desperate?
Damn.
Not all men want a huge butt.
Speak for yourself.
Well, I am
Right,
speaking
yeah.
for myself. I have no problem.
Oh, I've seen that before. Yeah. Oh my God, that's disgusting.
Well, she's trying to please you guys.
She ain't trying to please me. It's a
Oh,
fold
it
up
tur-
ass.
It turned around or something.
Yeah, it flipped. They need to nail that thing down.
You use some crazy glue, some gorilla glue. I just want to keep that ass in place.
When it's in place, it's not so
It
bad.
doesn't look
if
real.
You
Turn
want
it again.
If you want a shelf for a butt, Oh, well.
You know, it's like women. We have preferences too.
Yeah, that's
I don't
true.
like men if they have men boobs.
Men
the
boob
study-
Yeah, I mean, everybody has a preference.
Yeah.
I
okay.
myself don't. It doesn't matter. If I like somebody, it doesn't matter. And I used to see rich women, they would date a guy and they'd just have him get surgeries to fix them up.
Yeah, Darius is saying, why does she put a plate in the ass? That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And
And then she's got all those cellulites below it.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah, you know, she just, I don't know.
I bet you she don't know somebody got a hold of this and posted it.
Oh, she did. She knows. She ain't got no shame in the game.
What happened is she turned around.
Yeah, it flipped on her. Well, see, what happened, probably there wasn't enough
No, it
strength
happens.
in her
There
skin
are people
for
that
it.
get cheek implants and they move.
Yeah,
I know a guy that
because
did
your
it.
skin is too loose. It won't hold
No,
it
they
in place.
just move.
Well, yeah, I mean, if your skin
You know,
is
people
tight,
need to be,
it won't flip like
there's
that.
somebody out there for everybody. It's like when I showed you the different models yesterday.
Yeah,
It's about time you see all different sizes because all different size women buy clothes.
yeah, that's true.
But I've never really been hung up on, if I like somebody, I like him. I don't care if he has a big belly or what he has. You know, I can always get him out there walking and working out some.
What
And
if
if
he
he
had man
doesn't want it,
boobs?
that's okay. Huh?
She don't like man.
What if he
boobs.
had? Yeah, but what if he had? Okay, what if he had man boobs? And if you like them,
No,
you
I
know,
actually only said that because I was showing you guys an example of everybody has a preference. Not
Oh,
everybody
absolutely.
wants a big ass. Let's be serious. Not all men want a woman with a big butt.
I feel sorry for them.
No, don't feel sorry for them. They feel the same. They probably feel sorry for you. So I'm just saying that women have preferences too, but
Everybody
if
does.
I like somebody, I like him. Now, I don't want a guy that's going to go out and get fake pecs and fake biceps and fake calves and all that. I really don't. I'd rather he just be himself.
Mm-hmm.
So that all I was trying to say is I was speaking for myself.
Well, don't speak for
Everybody
yourself.
has a preference.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's the way
It's all
life
good.
is. Everybody don't want a clone because that's what it's about. When all these people
clone?
going and hurrying up and putting, you know, what clones are when they take something and they have it look like just like that. They clone things. They clone animals.
Well, if I
They
could
can
find
already clone.
if I could find the perfect woman, I'd clone her. Then I'd have 2, maybe 3.
Oh,
You find the
well,
perfect
could
one.
you even handle one?
Absolutely. It doesn't matter. You just
yeah,
want.
get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
you
what you
can
want.
handle that.
Yeah.
You get say you had like
Hell, I'm
2
a
more.
Gemini. I need one for each side of me.
See, there you go. See, if you had 2 of them,
That's
you
right.
can
That'd be
each,
good to
you know,
go.
you can get 2 like color coded ball gags and duct tape for each one of them.
That's right. When I feel like
Just-
being Uber Lee, I'll go get the one that fits Uber Lee.
There you go.
Yep.
Now, did you, Chris, see that because you watch news too, with those football players that took that other football player, woke him up, and they beat him something terrible, and then laid him in a field naked? I mean, they're in trouble. Did you? It was all over
Yeah,
news this morning.
Yeah, I think there's one here locally in one of the suburbs, Wheaton College.
Is that where it was?
Had done that. It was in Wheaton College, correct? Yeah, that's what happened. And so they had this bad hazing attack of my thing is the following: because right now they're not dodging, but they're dodging the authorities. Come clean, come forward, get it over with, because they're going to find you regardless.
Well, they had
want
their
you
pictures on
them to come on their own.
news. Didn't they have their pictures?
Oh, yeah,
on us? Oh, they
You're
can't
right,
find them. They disappeared.
They can't. Right, they're on the lam, quote unquote. They're not coming to the authorities.
And one of them, it's sad because he was going to be a professional football player. I guess he was that good.
I just think my thing is the whole hazing thing has always been controversial
Yeah.
because what is going too far, and how far do you go? And so when you read stories or see stories about, say, people being violated or anally raped with an object, something like that, it goes too far. Yes, and then you have to take care of business and make sure these people are dealt with through the law, of course. But you can have some fun. But when it crosses that line, look, come clean, because once again, they're not coming forward at this point, and that's going to make it worse because obviously they're guilty, but they won't come forward. So that's going to just be more on them.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't the guy already on the team, though?
I have to go back. I think he was.
Yeah.
Don't call me for that. But yeah, it just I get to see once again. I get tired of stories like that because the thing about it, like for example, with certain fraternities, not all, but certain fraternities, and they'll do the paddle thing, and they'll paddle you into the into the fold, quote unquote, and it goes too far. They break skin. It starts to bleed, and it just goes too far. So I don't know what the mentality is.
Top.
Exactly. I mean, where is the stopping point? Do you know, or are you aware of it? Or is the fact that you're in empowerment and the other person isn't?
Mm-hmm.
It's very sad and unique, but it has to stop because a lot of people have suffered mental damage from not only physical damage, and not only that, you have people who are concerned going into fraternities because they don't want to, anything to happen to them. So
and they hurt
it crosses all type of lines.
Yeah. That's why I never wanted to join a fraternity because I didn't feel like getting beat down was proving anything. What is that proving? That basically
well, I
you're
kind of think,
stupid.
though, don't they have a law now they're not allowed to do hazing?
Shit. You think that stopped?
No, they right. They keep doing it regardless.
See, I wouldn't
they'll
want
figure
to
out
be in a
something else.
fraternity or a sort for that reason.
Yeah. No, I just I wouldn't do it. But that's just me. The others, it's like the guys that walk around with the branded arm with the Q on it. I can't do that.
What does
you
that
have
mean?
one. You have one of those, don't you, Chris?
What does the Q
No,
mean?
I never pledged. No.
Oh, okay. It's a symbol of the what is that the Qs? What do they call them?
Yeah, it's like an Onco or whatever.
But they actually brand.
Don't you
this
think
into
that
your
this
arm.
newer generation, though, is getting away from all that? They're kind of
I
different.
don't know. I haven't really paid attention to the fraternity and sorority crapola. But there's some people that live by it and die by it, and they have this fraternity, and even when they're 50, 60, 70, 80 years old, they're still acting like they're 18.
Yeah, because I remember they used to have
my frat brother,
where they would all get together, and it was funny.
Yeah,
because I was real young, and I remember especially the black fraternity. What's the name of that one? All the older ones were real light skinned people.
The Kappas.
Yeah, is that what it was?
Yeah, there's the Kappas.
They were all
the
real
Qs.
light skinned, and then it just changed. It was weird.
Yeah, I couldn't get down with that. In my high school, they had a couple of fraternities, and one was Tau Beta Sigma. I almost pledged to be in that organization. And what was it? The other one was something else. It was two of them, Tau Beta Sigma, and I don't remember the other one. But the thought of getting whipped on my ass with a paddle that had holes drilled in it, and that would suck your skin. No.
Yeah, suck that ass meat. Yeah, suck that ass meat. Yeah.
That's what I said to them. No, no. Hell nope.
Oh, man.
As you would say. Heck no.
Oh, my God. I'm being told right now for the Qs, it's an omega symbol.
Omega symbol. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can't go with that. I can't go for that. No.
Here's part of the story that we in college I was telling you about. 5 of the college football players have been charged with aggravated battery, mob action, and unlawful restraint. The innocent or guilt of the football players is now in the hands of the justice system. Goes on to say that hold on a second, jump here. Hold on, give me 1 second here. I hate when you read this copy on computers and it jumps on you real quick.
I know.
Here we go. The innocent or guilt of the football players is now in the hands of the justice system. The young man who claims his teammates hauled him out of his dorm room, beat him, left him half naked in a baseball attending college in Indiana.
Yeah.
Were
They
you
put 'em in a
strolling while you
field.
were reading?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were kind of like skipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't
Scotty,
put no
we need
damn
more
ads.
power.
Yeah, like they put those damn ads in the middle of those, the car.
I
I'm
know.
like, Jesus,
That-
man,
that
come on.
sucks.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah,
Tell me about it.
that's how they make their money.
Yeah, I seen something yesterday, and it wasn't with real people, but it was showing this, like this long tubing that if you got caught in a fire or something, it was an escape hatch for people to go down.
Yeah.
It made a lot of sense too, but I guess it would have to be fire retarded. Where,
yeah.
everything like that. But it made a lot of sense if somebody's really created that.
Yeah.
That it could be put where it's like
So you
a
could
garbage
jump out of your
chute.
window kind of thing?
Yeah, it hooks and you just go through
Slide.
like a slide.
Yeah.
I think I might have posted. Let me see if I can find it. It was very interesting.
My luck. That shit would cave right into the middle of the fire.
Well, I noticed when the people
And I'd be looking like a hot dog.
they were using it were different sizes, and they were taking
hot
it and
dog.
pushing it out so their bodies could get through. It wasn't real
unable
people.
to. Priscilla is one of the ladies that used to have a show here on our network.
Here it
and-
is.
Sent a friend request, but she can't accept anymore because she's maxed out. Priscilla, you must become a non-personal page in order for you to get more people to friend you.
See, it's called an escape chute system,
Yeah,
and it really makes sense.
it does. How much is it?
Well, I don't know if it's out yet. They're using animation
Oh,
to show what it can do.
oh,
But
okay. So it's
I've
in
always thought about that. If you get
pre-state.
stuck in somewhere, I mean,
yeah.
when they did 9/11 this year, for some reason, they started showing pictures when people were jumping out. And there was one man they showed, they said he looked like he was flying, like he was trying to fly. But I remember
Probably
that
was.
when you seen people jumping out. They had taken it off news, but recently with the 9/11, they were showing it again. Which
How
is
many
pretty
years-
sad
what
because
was
they
it?
talked about a dog
16
that
years ago?
saves a bunch of people.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I just remember calling all my friends and waking them up.
It was it 2011? Ring-a-ding-a-dingy.
Oriole calling.
Hello? Hello? Hello, you're on the air. Who is it? Silent Sam?
See,
Well,
that's
if
what
you're
it
not going to
does.
talk you out of here.
And they have one on each floor, like in an apartment building. It sits out on the ledge.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense, though.
Oh, it does. If it works, that'd be great.
Because the earthquake, the one they just had, I don't know how they would escape something like that. If you've
No,
seen one of the
you're not gonna
buildings,
have time to set it up.
It literally started. Well, it's part of the building. Like all the newer buildings have sprinkler systems now. Like where my daughter lives,
She was looking around. We don't have them any. Do we?
I don't have them either. But legally, you're supposed to. Now you're having. Did you see all the robberies? There was one in Westchester. They
No.
came in the house.
Really?
She locked herself in a room, but I think they said something about her daughter and boyfriend. There was another one on Robertson and Pico.
Mm-hmm.
They think maybe they're all connected. Then there was another one where the man, he had a small business. He must not have went to the bank yet. They got $25,000 from him. I think there was like 4 of them yesterday, and they think it's a regular gang of people.
Probably is organized crime. Going around, they probably scope out places and know when to come and go. Didn't they rob one of the fast food places recently?
McDonald's, they
Was
went
it McDonald's?
in. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now my sister,
that.
when she worked at a bank, they came all the way from Oakland, these people. And they came in and she wasn't hesitating. My sister now has problems because they beat her something terrible. They were kicking her in her head for no reason. She
That's terrible.
had to leave work. But see, in Utah, I told her, you should sue the bank. They get the insurance, but Utah has a law or something, she said, where you can't sue your employers. I said, well, you're
a
not.
minute,
They
wait a
don't
minute.
own the bank.
She works at the bank,
She worked at a bank and they robbed it.
and they robbed and beat her up.
Yeah, there were other tellers. There was people in there. They beat her up and hit a pregnant woman. But they kicked her really bad. My sister's messed up for the rest of their life over this.
And the bank won't take any responsibility.
They claim that you can't do a lawsuit in in Utah to your employee. I said I would research that.
What bank is this?
I didn't ask her.
Well,
no,
we need to put that bank on
she said
blast.
the state.
But even still.
I mean, they didn't even offer her a severance pay. I said, I'm sorry, you got 7 years. I would go after him.
You know, that's just
I mean,
horrendous.
she has major issues over this.
Even if if it's a state law that says that, you can't be sued is one thing, but just being a good, humane company, if you've got an employee that got their ass whipped trying to do a job on the job, right. It seems to me that there shouldn't be any question. You do something to help that person and their family. They were performing a service for you.
Yeah, she didn't argue with them.
No, well, then they need. Well,
she did not argue. They caught the guys.
Find out the name of the bank because I want to put them on blast.
They found them in Oakland, but she did not. She was scared to be a witness, so they did it to where they couldn't see her. They did it over a television thing or something because to this day she's scared.
How long ago was this?
I'd say a couple of years ago.
That's jacked up.
Yeah, they did a number to my sister because she gets these dizzy spells now. And
of course it made the news there locally, right?
Yeah. But they came all the way from Oakland. That's what I'm saying. All of a sudden, they hit Westchester yesterday. They hit Pico and Robertson. They hit, I think it was Anaheim or somewhere where they got in one other place. And they're attacking older people.
Well, they're easy. They're cowards. The cowards do stuff like that. They're not going to go and attack the guy that's 25 years old and all buffed up and everything because that's more resistance. But they'll tackle, an elderly person or go in and do a surprise attack on a vulnerable retail outlet.
I think a crook will attack anybody.
Well,
they just watch older people and see they live alone.
Well, but why do you think they're doing older people?
The woman on Pico and Robertson told them, I don't have much money here or something, but I don't think they beat her up.
Yeah.
She said they dragged her or something. But it happened right up in Westchester, another one, and the woman locked herself in somewhere, but I couldn't hear the whole thing, but it sounded like her daughter was there. Mm-hmm. And that, but it's just getting worse and worse.
I saw a video, I think this one was in New York, and this guy attacked an elderly lady in the lobby area of her apartment. She beat the hell out of that dude.
Well, look when they were doing that choke thing, the kids go up behind and hit somebody, see how fast she. They did that to an older lady. Well, they got her down, but they didn't know she had a gun. She killed 2 of those kids.
Well.
And, she didn't go to jail for it, and I'm glad she did. But it's just too much lately. Just so much violence.
Yeah.
Every time you turn around, like I seen something yesterday with an older man. I don't know where all these people were, maybe down in a subway. And everybody's watching this young kid keep going up and hitting this man. I think he was like 70-something, maybe 80. Mm-hmm. And the man's trying to fight the kid back, but a guy comes out in a bullwear and he just told him, leave him alone. But he didn't, and the kid would run around and come in another way. But you see a guy sitting there with a sweat jacket on, just sitting, and you see a girl next to him. I knew that guy was going to get up or something. All of a sudden, he had gotten up and knocked that kid out. Yeah. That kid didn't go do anything after that. But what did he get out of beating up on this older man? The older man was trying to fight him.
Yeah, I saw that video. Yeah,
wasn't that kind of a trip? Yeah. But
this
did you notice?
Knocked him down. He was heavily dazed.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was, because never he went and sat down. But the thing is why did it take so long for people to do something?
I agree with you, Carol. And that's a damn shame that people
remember the young black girl got up, she said, leave him alone. I thought she was going to be the one to cold cock him.
Yeah.
But if you notice, that guy was sitting there, and he had a hood on, and just out of nowhere, I didn't see him get up or anything. But
he just came out of the side of the frame and just
he decked
popped
him.
Sure did.
And walked away.
Yeah. Yeah, they had another video similar to that. It was a guy on a train, and I think it was in New York. And this one guy was harassing this woman. She was doing the best of verbally fighting back with him. And this other guy came up and just cocked him. Pow! So now talk to me that way.
Yeah, but look at the guy on the train, and he was a brother, black. Mm-hmm. And then there's a bunch of these young black kids, and they're beating him up. Nobody did nothing. He gets off the train. They follow him. They're kicking him in his head. Mm. You know, that's a bunch of chicken shit people. Because
it is.
Why do you need to come in with a flock? Because you'll see a gang like that. Yeah. Catch them by themselves.
That's right.
They're not so tough.
That's right.
Lately, you see so much of that in these robberies.
Yeah. Well, we had a couple guys that were bullies when I was in high school, and when these guys were together, they were big-time bullies. But you get one by themselves, you could beat them down, you know, because they were cowards.
Yeah, they did that to my son, and he went to a top prep school, and they would mess with this one really rich, because they're super rich kids. It's like $38,000 a year for a school, a regular elementary, high school.
Right.
And he would pick on the kids on financial aid, this real rich kid. And I guess he decided it was my son's turn. And like I've told Chris before, I had my son trained in a wushu, which isn't done here. And they don't just appease you and give you belts.
What kind of shoe?
It's called wushu.
Wushu.
Yeah. Jet Li does it. He was
that
on
high
that
top
team.
Or low top?
No, I'm not being funny.
I am.
So when he
Don't
was
mess
at
with my jokes.
a Latin convention, this kid always messed with these kids that weren't rich, and he was passing notes around, pretending it was from my son, telling them that he wanted to have sex, and gave it to. So somebody walked up and gave it to my son, and my son looked at it, and he got up because he got angry then, and he walked over and to these jocks table, I guess as you would call them, and he asked the guy, he said, "Now I'm going to ask you to stop." He said, "You've done this to me and other kids since I've been at this school. Now I'm going to ask you to stop." And they laughed, and he walked away. When he sat down, his friends said, "Hey, they're all coming now." My son got up, turned around, and this is where self-defense, when you should use it. My son got up, and he turned around, and I guess they were going to pour something on him. My son knocked him out so fast.
Good.
And when he came to, he was crying.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So when I had to go to the school over this, they said, "So do you want me to put him out for a day or what?" I said, "Just put my son out a day." They said, "Well, do you want us to just kick this kid out completely?" I said, "No, leave him, because I think now he's been embarrassed."
Yeah,
everybody
ain't bother nobody.
Years later, this kid went to prison, but he didn't stay long. He killed somebody.
Wow.
So, you know, it doesn't matter how much money you have or that, but I always tell people, have your kids trained in some kind of self-defense, but not something that they're going to go show off and start beating up on people.
Yeah.
Use it when you have to.
Well, one of the principles of martial arts is not to go around to be a bully, and that's the
But
last
there are
resort.
kids that do that.
Yeah, I know, but you're supposed to use that only in self-defense, but you don't go around and just beat up on people. So those that do that are against the basic principles of martial arts. And they need to be put in a room with a mat and let the teachers whip their asses until they understand that this is not the way it's supposed to go.
I think it was you, Chris. Didn't you study Kung Fu?
Kung Fu and karate, yes.
Yeah, and you know, did you do weapons?
And chow mein, you did chow mein too.
Beef chow mein.
Did you study the weapons too, the swords and all that, and the staff?
We did bow staffs and nunchucks. Those were the ones that we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll bet you would have used it if you had to.
Well, yeah. And the thing about that, I was sitting here remembering a situation that happened with me when I was 12. Here in Chicago, there's a high-profile high school called Whitney Young High School. Whitney Young is a great high school, and they had a program, and they still implement it now. But we were the first out of our class to do it. It was called Access to Excellence. So that meant 7th and 8th graders would go to this particular high school and then eventually go into that high school. So you did 7th, 8th grade there at the high school, then eventually started as a freshman. So that was the program that we were involved in. So we were in 8th grade. I was at Whitney Young, and every time we had lunch or free time in between classes, we would get hazed by the juniors and seniors. And we went to tell the teachers and told the administration and the principal, and it fell on deaf ears. And we had to fend for ourselves, literally. So a couple of guys were football players. They're like 6'4" and, over 300 pounds and stuff. And, they would just give us a hard time.
Yeah.
Right. They give us a hard time. It was ridiculous. So we were like 12, 13, mind our own business. So this one guy, these two brothers, one of the brothers got injured in football. And I cornered him, and I gave him the same hazing he gave me. And he didn't like it. The downside was 2 days later, I'm in the bathroom. His brother hits me from the back and attacks me and beat the hell out of me.
Ouch.
Yeah. And so, it was a chicken shit move. So I couldn't do anything because he got me from, once again, I'm using the bathroom in the stall. He comes and just goes upside my head and kicks me while I'm down, literally. So whoever he is, whoever that time, I'm telling you, I wished him well in hell. We want to go back to complain to administration. And once again, deaf ears. So I had to leave the school because I feared for my life.
Wow. It was like that, huh?
It was like that, yeah.
See,
but once again,
go ahead.
I'm sorry, real quick. See, my case is about punk people who do that. See, don't dish it out if you can't take it.
Right.
And see, it's a hell of an ego to sit there and haze people, and you don't think somebody will turn around to beat your ass? You must be crazy. Literally. So when the day comes, your ass to get beat, get ready for the beat down. And if during that timeline when I was younger, if I ever ran into that guy and hit me in the bathroom, I would have beat his ass. Big time. But if it was a fair fight, so I could see him, not hit me from the back and do the punk bitch move.
Right. Yeah.
It was very hard. And I liked the high school. It was nice, but I had to leave. I had to be transferred.
Wow.
That's a trip, huh? Now, with my son, when they would study the weapons, they would have the swords. One day, my son cut the coach. He got in trouble for that because he was supposed to learn how to control that sword. Because they were the ones they whip, they make that sound. They made him use a wooden sword, and I guess they call it shaming him. They begged me to let him go to Beijing. They wanted him to go there because in Beijing, when you're taking martial arts and you mess up, they all get to beat you up. So, but I didn't let him go.
They cane your ass.
They don't play. Because all the years he took it, he went from the first belt. It took years before he even got a brown belt. But these local ones, they come in within 3 weeks. They have their yellow belt.
Yeah.
Then they go into the next. That's not teaching them nothing.
Yeah, I took karate for about 4 or 5 years.
You took high karate?
Yeah. See, you just messed up my joke. There's people like you who make you wonder why people beat frogs with baseball bats. Shit. I had it all set up, too. Okay, I'll change the joke, damn it.
Okay, all right.
I took karate for 5 years and never got a belt. They put me out after a while because my pants kept falling down.
Okay. All right, good recovery,
really
man.
Skinny, huh?
You know what, Carol? I'm going to chain you up.
Here we go, the ball gag again.
Lock you in the closet.
No, I mean, you must have been skinny.
I was a skinny kid growing up.
Yeah, that's what your sister said. I was skinny, too.
Yeah. My sister talks too damn much. I'm going to bar her from the station because she might tell some real sensitive stuff, you know?
You gotta have Miss B back on, man. She tell it.
Take a break, B.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah, my two sisters were wonderful people. My younger sister, Margaret, she was a gangster. Her boyfriend was a thug. He ended up robbing a bank.
Oh, God.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. It was funny because Him and I don't know, it's two other guys or something. They went down to North Carolina to rob a bank, right? They robbed the bank and got away. They were on their way back to Virginia, and it was a cop car going the opposite direction. And because they were speeding, the cop turned around. They tried to outrun the cop and flipped the car over, and money is flying every damn where.
Oh, hell no.
You know, if you're going to be a criminal, you got to be smart. You know, you can't be a dumbass. And that was one of his dumbass moves. I don't think he was driving, but they got away. I mean, they were on their way back to Virginia and flipped the car over and money fly. It's just something you see in a movie.
That's hilarious.
So, yeah, of course, he went to prison. That's a federal crime.
Hey, yesterday when Jesse was on, did he have makeup on?
I didn't notice.
Look and see. I
Jeez.
swore he had lipstick on.
Lipstick?
Yeah, put him on. I
don't even want to see that.
I swore he did. Let me go find him.
Well,
Go look.
That's funny.
Well, maybe he was
and
kissing.
he had his hair different.
Maybe he kissed his wife before he went on the air.
Well,
Okay,
somebody
we'll go
should
with
have
that.
told him, look,
Yeah.
it looked like lipstick.
It might have been. Jesse is a little out there.
I'm gonna
He's
see
pretty
him.
entertaining.
And he did a new hairdo, right? He had like bangs or something.
Man,
Well,
I
his
don't
hair
know.
I don't know what the
different.
hell you were watching.
Well, I thought it was him.
Let me look him up here.
I go, what's
Jesse
going on
T.
here?
Well, like Lee said, he could have kissed his wife.
Yeah. He might have just had that little, little kiss before going on the air.
There you go.
Did you find him?
I mean, if you kissed a man, I mean, he'd have lipstick from his nose down to his toes.
Very
That's a lot of
funny.
lipstick. That's a lot of lipstick.
Yeah. Let me see. What are you talking about here, Carol?
Let me see if you got it.
Hold on. This was yesterday. Yep.
Yeah. Does he have a new hairdo?
Well, this is just out of place. Yeah.
Okay, look at
Yeah,
his
he did.
lips.
Yeah, I'm looking at him.
They're red.
Well, they're always red, Carol. He's a
No,
white guy.
I've never seen red lips on him before.
He has
It's
red
prob-
lips. He's alive,
yeah.
right? He's alive.
I think
He
it's
ain't dead.
his lighting.
Let me see. Turn it
Yeah.
around. Yeah, it
It's
looks
the
like he
lighting.
had lipstick on, little eye makeup.
No.
That
Well, Carol,
hairdo's got to go.
you're the expert. You're the expert, Carol.
Yeah,
so
well,
maybe
you're right.
you're right.
I don't think so, though, but you might
Probably
be
the
right.
lighting, because Lee don't have these lights set up right.
Well, I don't, but
Oh, damn, Lee.
Only
he
above him.
He has special lighting. Well, you could move under the lights over
What do
there,
you
and then we
mean
could put
he
your
has
camera.
special lighting?
He does. He brings his own lights in.
Are you
Oh,
kidding?
there you go.
No, he
That's
has special photo type lights.
What does he do
LEDs,
when he does a show out in public? Does he put a light above his head?
Probably. You see, you're not here in the afternoon when he comes in. He comes in with bags of shit. Tons. He's like schlepping a bunch of stuff in. He's a pack rat.
What
He'll
kind of
tell
stuff
you.
does he have in his bags? What kind of
all
stuff?
kind of
is there?
stuff. Tripod stands, cameras, lights, all kind of stuff. He's like a
Well, do you
floating production company.
use all that shit?
He does. I don't use all that. No.
Oh, okay. Good night.
I am going to get some different lights in here, but no, but I ain't schlepping all that stuff around. He needs a SUV just for his gear.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and I just ordered up a bunch of stuff for him. A new mixer, a new wireless microphone, a case for the mixer.
And this is kind of a hobby for him, huh?
No, he's a real radio guy. He's been doing it for 30, 40 years. Yeah, he's a ham.
Okay.
Yeah. He's worked about 400 stations here in the L.A. area.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's done them all.
Not bad.
Let's see here.
Who's the gentleman, forgive me for not knowing his name, who does the sports show here you mentioned before?
Greg Bell.
Okay, good dude. I've seen a couple of his videos he recorded here on during the show. Not bad. Not bad. I like him, man.
Yeah, Greg's a former NFL player. Played
Right.
for San Francisco. Did he play for Oakland? And I think he played for about 3 different teams. Running back kind of guy. Yeah.
I'd like to get his take, but I don't know if he mentioned it. My guess is probably yes, but his take on the concussion issue in the NFL.
Oh, yeah, he's dealt with that, but he's sensitive to it.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, listen, you have to be because you out there on the gridiron, man, and get knocked around like that. And back in the early days, man, those guys just had some pigskin on their head
Oh,
for
man.
a helmet. Can you imagine those guys?
That's why they probably went to the grave earlier.
That's right.
I'm not trying to be morbid, but all those hits.
Exactly. Even with the helmets they have today, I mean, you get hit on a regular basis and knock your brain around inside that skull, it's eventually going to turn to jello. Ain't that much padding in the world. And those guys
That's true.
hit.
But they don't play.
Yeah. And you ever notice the neck on these football players? It's like your waistline.
Huge.
Yeah.
Man.
Those guys' necks are like my waistline. 32-inch neck.
Man, I'm talking about neck as size as I'm talking about a neck as size as somebody's thigh.
Exactly. Huge.
Yeah, I mean, like Frankenstein type neck. Only thing missing is the 2 bolts on each side.
There's no difference between the width of their neck and their heads. It's like, damn, square neck, square head. They're huge.
Oh, man. But you know what's cool is that, I'm sorry, former Super Bowl of the Chicago Bears back in 1985, not Wilbur Marshall, I think about the other one. I was thinking about the team that came from that. Now, to its credit, former coach Mike Ditka, I really never cared for Ditka, I still don't. But at least he created the Gridiron Warriors, the Gridiron compilation to help former players get money for their medical expenses.
Yeah.
So I give him credit for that.
Yeah, Ditka was a different kind of guy. He stepped to a different drum. It was he was his own man. And you got to give it to him. He's the guy that was the coach when they won the '85 Super Bowl, and he put a hell of a team together.
Sure did.
Yeah, I'm so glad Sweetness was able to. Well, no, yeah, he was still on the team then, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he did not score a touchdown that game.
That's right.
What always gets
That's
my
right.
That always
That's
gets me.
right.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I knew it was something unique about that game that was related to him.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody scored. I mean, McMahon scored, Jim McMahon, and
the refrigerator.
The fridge
and,
right.
Was funny.
But not Sweetness. Yeah. But not Sweetness, man. He deserved to score, man. I mean, he carried that team for years. They played the Patriots.
The Patriots.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad they got their asses whipped. I can't stand those damn Patriots. Freaking communists.
Yeah, man. Oh, hell.
Lying, thieving, cheating bastards.
Yeah. I guess my thing is with them real quick. Well, the whole Deflate Gate they were going through at one point, manipulating the footballs and stuff like that. My thing is this. I wonder what kind of mentality you have. If you have a great team to begin with, then why in the hell are you cheating?
Exactly.
I know to give you the edge.
Maybe that's what they've been doing all along.
To get because they were great, because they cheated. Yeah. It's just stupid, man. Oh, I hate that crap, man. Spygate and all that type of stuff. I mean, come on now.
Yeah. Get out there and work hard, play hard, and win the game.
Right.
An unfair disadvantage is not cool.
I got that right.
Or an unfair advantage.
Now, I ran into one of my favorite players, Otis Wilson, number 55. That was my guy for the bit. Yeah, Otis is a good guy. He's been on my show about 2 times. And I just asked him, I said, look, what happened to the team after you guys won the Super Bowl? And he told me the franchise broke everybody up. They got rid of everybody. Yeah.
Sure did.
Wilbur Marshall, I mentioned before about him, he left and went to the Washington Redskins and won a championship there.
Mm-hmm.
And they dismantled the whole team. Got rid of everybody.
It was the same thing after the 6 wins with the Bulls. Well, I mean, everybody was saying, why? Why is this team breaking up? You know, maybe they
Well,
all
you know-
felt that that they had done all they could do, but shit, I'd go down in flames. That was
Exactly.
the team.
Go down with the ship.
Do you think
And
they
the
had
fact
one
that-
more win in them?
I think they had one more. I mean, they ran the table for those 6 championships, and people have to forget Michael Jordan took a year off for that baseball thing he was doing,
Right, sure did.
and came back and won 3 more.
Yep.
They at least had one more, maybe 2, because they were on a roll. This was the Dennis Rodman era when Rodman got there.
Yep. Yeah, he was.
They were unstoppable.
He was a special needs beast.
Yes.
And then you had, the rest of the team, and the bench was deep.
Yeah, Scottie Pippen and the rest of them.
Yeah.
In the first 3, you had like Horace Grant, those guys. They were workhorses, man. Yeah.
Right. They really complemented each other. I remember Jordan was there for a year or 2, and they couldn't pull it out, and then they built a team around him, and boom.
Right.
That's what it's all about.
Man, I remember the old Chicago Stadium. You could walk in during the Bulls game to sit anywhere. I kid you not. Me and my friends did about 2 or 3 times, man.
Uh-huh.
And then, of course, everything
pay
changes.
for the low ball ticket and go sit in the high ball seats because there's nobody there.
Man, shoot, we would pay, for like the mezzanine section, or once again the nosebleeds.
Right.
And we walk over to the point where I think one night it was the Bulls playing the Seattle SuperSonics before they became the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we were in the mezzanine seats and worked our way down to the damn near to the bench.
Right.
Of both teams. It was empty in that place, man.
Wow. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think I went to one Bulls game, one Bears game, 2 White Sox, and 1 Cubs. The whole time I was in and out of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I went to 1 Cubs. Never saw a Bears game in person. Was it 4 Bulls games and about 4 to 5 Sox games?
Mm-hmm. You a Sox fan?
Well, because my dad, when he was younger, my dad, when he was younger, used to sell beer. He was a beer vendor.
Oh, really?
And so, yeah, he did in Old Comiskey Park.
Cold beer. Beer here.
So, oh my God, man! Even as a kid, I mean, I know I couldn't have no beer, but it looked good. It was nice and cold.
Yeah.
So my dad, when we come back as a family, we come in for free. Let us come in for free.
Oh, nice.
And we were, as a family, yeah, sure did.
Cool.
Good times, man.
You know what? I enjoy going to a game every now and again, but it's so much better watching it on TV.
Who you telling, man?
You know?
Who you telling?
You don't have the clowns in front of you or next to you or behind you. You got great views. I mean, they've got the cameras everywhere.
They do.
And the replays, I mean, it's just like it's really the best seat in the stadium is at home.
Man. Well, look, my cousin Alan and I went to, this is the only Cubs game I've ever went to. So we go to Wrigley Field, of course, and we're there. And I'll never forget, they were playing the Atlanta Braves. And this was during the Sammy Sosa era. So we're there, nice sunny day, not too hot, not too cold. It's like right there in the mid-70s. And we're sitting down, and, number 21 of Chicago Cubs, Sammy Sosa. So the guys behind us, way to go, Sammy! They're drunk and everything else.
Right.
And he scores a home run, and everybody's excited, of course. So they're so drunk. The next team, of course, it was the Braves, time 3 and out to come back. Coming up, number 24, David Justice. Way to go, Sammy! Everybody was Sammy. Right.
Oh, yeah, they were toasted.
All right, they
They
rolling.
were ready
man.
to
They
be
was drunk.
escorted to the parking lot.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Hot dog and beers, man. That was good times. Yep.
The ballpark dogs were pretty good.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. I'm not a
credit
beer
for that,
drinker,
man.
so that I can't testify on that behalf.
Oh, yeah.
But,
good
the
combination.
Cokes or the 7-Ups or whatever.
Right.
And a nice doggy with a
Nice.
little mustard on it, a little relish, a little chili.
Oh,
But they don't
man.
do all that in the park.
No, they don't. They
Yeah.
might nowadays, though, because
Yeah.
become more, acclimated to today's palate.
Yeah. I can't get with that Chicago-style hot dog with all that garbage you guys put on it. I can't get with all
It's
that.
an acquired taste. It's
Yeah,
an acquired taste.
tomato.
What do they put on it?
What do they put?
Let's see.
Tomatoes.
It's mustard. It's green relish. It has to be like neon green
Yeah,
relish.
that nasty
very
looking
bright.
relish, yeah.
Right. You
Nasty.
got
From
the
the
minced
moon.
onions. No, you're right about that. The onions. I also got tomatoes, sport peppers, and celery salt, and it has to be on a what's it called, poppy seed bun. I don't really
Sesame.
care for all that. Sesame
Yeah,
seed. I don't care for
yeah.
all that stuff, but
I can't get
half
down
that
with
stuff.
that.
It's a lot. It's it's like a goddamn garden salad.
Yeah, it's like, hey, look, throw a little of this and we got some extra stuff over here and just throw it. Nah. On my dog, I got to have mustard, and I know you Chicago people going to throw up. I want some damn ketchup on it.
No,
I want
go ahead,
some
it's your
chili.
dog.
No onions. Chili,
Right.
mustard, ketchup, and I'm good. Anything else is overkill.
Now, the Maxwell style hot dog was always just two things: mustard and grilled onions, and that was it.
No.
That's all you can do. Yep.
No, I'm not going there.
Yep.
No onions.
Burgers and pork
Costco
chop
has good
sandwiches.
hot dogs.
Yeah,
Polish.
what is it, like $1?
$1.50, you can get a drink with it.
Yeah, $1.50 for the dog and the drink total.
Oh, that's cool beans.
Yeah,
And they're not little ones.
that's see when we go over to Costco, that's when Carol buys lunch.
Oh, because it's cheap.
He's
She's tight
such
as
a liar.
She's tight as a
When he
Dick's
treats
hat
me,
man.
I go, let's go to Dollar Taco Day. And he'll tell you, I order dollar tacos.
Yeah, she does, but she'll eat 26 of them.
I did eat 6 last time, though, huh?
Was it 6? Yeah,
6 or 5.
something like that.
I did.
What kind of
but they're
tacos
real,
were they? Were
they're real
they
little.
beef or chicken, or what kind of tacos were they?
Chicken, I think
Chicken,
one
okay.
beef.
But
Okay.
they're tiny little
They're
tacos.
tiny.
It's like a biscuit.
Oh, okay,
you know?
right. Yeah.
But I usually only eat 3.
That's a waste
When
of
I
time.
treat him, though, we go to the expensive places. You want to
So
go
do
to
you guys
Costco's
do like-
for lunch?
See,
See, back to cheap again.
You can get a dessert for $1 something. So he gets
Right.
a hot dog, a drink, a big yogurt, or he can do what's that one thing? Something's choking me.
Get some mint or pepper or something.
No, I think my ass is starting to bother me a little.
Your what?
I have asthma.
Oh, I thought you said your ass. I'm sorry, I heard wrong.
It could sound like that.
yeah.
Okay, my ass is starting to bother me. I was like, okay.
But I like
that checks out.
sauerkraut on a hot dog.
Oh boy.
Oh, I
Like-
can't do sauerkraut.
Like sauerkraut,
Oh, hell
relish,
no.
mustard, ketchup,
No.
onions.
No, hell no. No sauerkraut within 50 feet of me. I will throw up.
Man, get the funk out of my face with
Right.
that, man.
That's nasty. The smell of
And
it.
to each their own.
You eat that stuff, Carol?
Yeah, I like sauerkraut.
That's why you don't have a boyfriend.
No, I don't have a boyfriend because I don't want one right now.
Yeah, no, it's that sauerkraut. Trust me. Hurricane Maria knocks out 100% of the
Electricity.
electric in Puerto Rico. That's a bad girl.
Yes.
Puerto
Yeah.
Rico was telling people to get out or die.
Get out or die.
You know what I like about in Mexico, though?
What you like?
The whole families are out there and they've formed a line. And
Oh, yeah.
I mean, from little kids to women to adults, everybody's out there trying to save people.
Right.
I don't know if they do that here. Did they do that here?
I'm sure, yes. But, we have such, not organizations, but systems. You've got the fire department, you got police, you got the paramedics, you got Red Cross, you got all these organizations. That's the word I'm looking for.
And
That-
Red Cross isn't helping people.
And they
It was all over
don't.
the
They don't
news.
want us to come in and help. If you're there early on, but then when the officials get there, they want you out of the way.
No, you can
And it's
watch
for
in
safety
Mexico.
purposes.
You see the cops, everybody,
Oh, yeah.
the soldiers,
Yeah.
kids. I mean, when I watched them and heard those baby kids crying, I think it was at that school maybe, and they were pulling them out. It was sad. I mean, they were alive. They were just crying. That had to be frightening.
Mm-hmm.
But they were saying most of them are children that are dead.
Now, let's see. Now, okay, the Virgin Islands, the Dominican, let's see, House already, Ramos and CNN. What scares us is the flooding. Yeah, without any power now, and the flooding, the after effects. And now, this thing hasn't been to the Virgin Islands yet, right? No. So it's headed that way. It's headed southeast of the Bahamas and the Dominican and Cambu. You know, some of the names of these islands, man, I never even heard of some of these islands before.
Yeah, for real.
But they're just getting slammed. Now, what's up with Lee? Is Lee dead? Hurricane Lee?
Oh, I thought you meant you. I'm like, you're sitting here.
See. Well, all these nicknames you got recently, so they thought it was Hurricane Lee.
Did you know that once a name is used for a hurricane, it's never used again?
Oh, yeah, I read about that.
And the name, let's say Carol, if Carol has never been used before and it is used, but it never becomes a hurricane, then that name's go back in, and I think it's 10 years it can be repeated. But once it becomes a hurricane, that name is null and void. So we'll never have another Maria, a Lee, or Harvey, or any of the others for that matter that we've had over the years.
That's right.
So will they ever have one named Obama? Or Donald? Has there been a Donald?
That's a good question.
Has there been a George? Or are president names exempt from the list? Okay. Carol, you can do some research on that.
On what?
See, I knew she wasn't paying attention. She's over there looking at some naked guys dancing on her iPad. Did you upgrade your iPad?
No.
To the latest operating system, 11.0?
I got to go fix the screen.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned about Carol watching naked men after the conversation we had yesterday about, baby showers and stripping. It doesn't surprise me a bit.
I know.
Baby shower stripping.
Why do you guys always think women are blind?
No, we never said that.
No, not at all.
Some try to deny it, but,
That, the power, it kind of started boring me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's just sex after sex. I think when you just put too much, cut some of the scenes. Don't you think it's a little too much sex in there, Chris?
Thinking about Power on Stars?
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see more action, and it's every other scene is somebody doing it, and it's like soft porn.
Well, yeah, I mean, the show sells that too, but I think it's a good balance of, the task at hand.
Watching it, they said because they got tired of that, they wanted to see,
more
I didn't
get tired of it all.
Well, I'm sure you did.
Well, yeah, I see two A's. I see more action and more ass.
I mean,
it works
even
for
though
me.
they
I'll
put
do
a
both.
sock on the man, it doesn't mean he can't be doing something.
Well, if he's doing something, that's good for him. Good for both the people involved.
Well, another earthquake just hit in Japan.
Damn.
So we had one in New Zealand, a 6.1. Now we've had one in Japan.
What's the size of that one?
6.1.
Damn.
I hope it hits in Frisco and not here.
You hope it's what?
In San Francisco and not.
I hope it doesn't hit anywhere in the United States.
It's going to hit.
I know that. But
they just had a 3.6 or something in Utah or Idaho and Utah. So it's moving. I hope it's not building up.
That's what it sounds like. And could it be from this jackass?
I need water. You were going to help me with my big bottles.
Oh, you haven't gotten that resolved yet?
No, I don't have no one to do it.
Gone out and hired some muscle men. But no.
No, I'll end up
I'll handle it. Gee, where's this stuff?
You got to have water in your house because my cats are going to drink before anybody else.
Oh God. What was I about to say? Elton John doesn't seem like he's real happy with the president using Rocket Man to describe the mental midget in North Korea. John,
Yeah, I don't blame him.
You know, Trump needs to shut up. Did you look at faces of people when he was talking?
Yeah.
Even people from this country.
Yeah, they were just.
Yeah.
They were
shut
putting their
embarrassed.
heads
Oh, my God.
down and shaking.
Do you think that was really what happened when he was speaking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe he was just having a migraine.
Well, he always says that's the case. He stays with a migraine. That's the
Right.
case, man. And it's,
Right?
I mean, you know, it really, I mean, in all seriousness, we all, you know, try to make light of it, of course, you know, to get through it. But we all know this is more than embarrassing. And he's an embarrassment, of course, to the representation of this country and to all of us. And that's why a lot of us don't want to lay claim to it. In fact, I was channel surfing before we started, and I saw former President Barack Obama speaking at this particular engagement. It was refreshing to see and hear him again.
Mm-hmm.
As compared to what we got now, man. So I was just, you know, going back to 45. I mean, that's how the man operates. So you're not surprised about people who don't want to be aligned with us, meaning country-wise, and
Sure.
prime ministers or presidents of various countries. They see the man is inept, and they know that. So who wants to align with a leader of a country who does not even care for the country itself? And once again, people understand that we are also on notice. People check us out through technology and everything else, and they see that. And Lee, you said yourself, when you have people you pick up from various countries, they know that the man is, you know, he's not fit.
Mm-hmm.
Period. So when you say stuff like Rocket Man, I don't blame Elton John. I wouldn't want anybody like him to be associated with what I do.
Yeah.
My song, my music, so, you know, I would be pissed too. I'd be very upset.
Yeah, I wonder if he could do a cease and desist on that.
That's a good question.
I don't know if you could take a song title to that extent. You know, as opposed to using Rocket Man, I probably would refer to him as Missile Bitch.
Missile bitch.
Yeah. You know, because, you know, he's throwing up these doggone missiles, man. And I don't really think that all the claims that he's making are true. I'm calling his bluff. See, now, if I was the president, I would have knocked down 5 out of whatever number he has put up since Trump has been the president. I'd knock him out of there. Just, bam! You'll never figure out whether or not this was going to be a successful flight or not. Now, what you going to do, chump? What you going to do? Put up another one. Bam! We'll knock that one up. Put what up? Is that the best you got?
Take that.
Exactly. See, with a thug, a bully like this, John, you got to treat him like that.
You all right? Your stomach hurts? Why you go?
Because that's his name. Little shit. That's what he is. You say his last name, it sounds like you're taking a crap.
No,
over.
isn't in
Right.
Japan, isn't Fukushima where they have that what do you call that stuff everybody worries about? I just went blank.
Radiation?
Yeah.
What?
They said it's a 6.2 magnet earthquake strikes Japan coast near Fukushima.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that where that bad stuff is?
What bad stuff? You mean where he's been dropping
come on,
the missiles?
this is starting to get weird.
I
Mexico
wonder.
had a 7.1. We had a 3 something.
Mm-hmm.
Utah had a 3 something. Idaho had something. New Zealand had a 6.1 last night, and now Japan just had one.
What do they have over these?
Huh?
These?
I don't know.
These nuts.
6.2 magnet earthquake strikes Japan
Stupid.
coast. Struck.
No, seriously.
You know, Paula
But-
can tell jokes, but I'm not being mean. Lee's not very as good as Apollo.
Oh, well, I have to call Apollo in. Apollo, come on in.
Uh-oh.
No, seriously. Now, didn't he drop a like some hydrogen bomb or something?
Yes.
I wonder if that's has some ripple effect on the plates around the world.
I have been saying that all along.
You've been saying that?
Yes, I said
Oh,
all of
maybe
a
that's
sudden
what I
all
heard.
these hurricanes
Yeah.
The earthquakes.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
I go, man's is causing these.
It could be.
Yeah, and the eclipse, because
Yeah.
they say the eclipse does cause things. So, but it's just weird. You keep putting stuff in that ocean and doing what people are doing. You're destroying the world. It says
Yeah.
man will destroy himself through fire and water.
Ground control to Major Tom.
I'm not afraid for myself. I'm afraid for my children.
Yeah, those kind of catastrophic things bother me for my family members. I'm not afraid to die, you know.
Well, I don't want to be buried alive now, so I've been sleeping with my pills. So if I get buried, I will pop those.
What kind of pills you got?
They'll put me under, believe me.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to be alive, live under, be dead, be buried alive. That's a horrible death.
I agree.
So you have
Nobody
pills on
knows you're
standby.
down there.
You have pills on standby.
I even put my money in my purse last night.
You did?
Yeah, I put all my money in my
It's
purse.
going to be buried with you. What difference
I made
does it
sure I
make?
have my water sitting there.
Yeah.
No, in case we have to get out, you got to have money or you're not going to be able to get anything.
Right.
They're telling you to have cash.
I think what you should do is build a steel box.
You know, he makes jokes.
No,
but
no.
If you paid attention, when they told him this hurricane was coming in Florida, everywhere, people ignored it. They didn't go out and get water like they should. You should always I have earthquake insurance, and people can think I'm stupid, but I'm doing that to protect what I own. So if, say, just my building gets messed up, I have insurance that will cover my share of whatever they're going to put an assessment on us. So I can be stupid, whatever, but I do have water ready. I do have a little earthquake kit. I don't have a radio, though.
Let me ask you this. You live in a condo.
Yes.
And it's what, 3 stories?
Yes.
What if there was a pretty catastrophic earthquake that affected your building and everybody else except you has the earthquake insurance and they decide not to rebuild for whatever reason? They couldn't afford to. They didn't want to be there anymore. And you're the only one sitting there. Would they rebuild the building?
Well, of course they would, because you're still going to pay your house notes.
But
that's why.
But what if everybody walked away from their obligation?
And we told everybody, it was told, get earthquake insurance. So almost everybody where I live has earthquake insurance.
Well, I understand that, but I'm just thinking out loud here. What if that was a situation?
You can't walk away from your property. You still have to pay your house notes.
But you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. You can walk away from a loan.
Oh, well, then I guess you'll ruin
People
your
do
credit
that.
and that, but I wouldn't do that.
But I'm just saying, I mean, look at the millions of people that walked away from these
big
bad
house
loans.
you live in,
But
are you guys going to walk away if it comes down?
That's not the question.
Do you have earthquake insurance?
I don't know.
Do you have renter's insurance?
Yeah, I have that. But listen. Explain. I'm just asking you a question. Have you ever thought about that?
I just answered it. That we would rebuild. That's why we have insurance.
Okay. But what if they didn't have it? What would happen? That's my question.
To be honest, our homeowners, we have insurance. We have millions of dollars worth of insurance.
Okay.
So if that didn't cover everything,
still missing my question.
If that didn't cover everything,
yeah.
we have what they call an assessment, and you have to come up with that money. You got to do a loan, or they'll put a lien on you, and you're going to still be paying, or you just lose out. So we do have insurance.
Okay, but that wasn't a question. But we'll move on.
But I'm not going to think like that. Like we're just going to all walk away from our investment. No way.
Hello, who's on the line?
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Hey, little Frankie. What's up?
Frankie.
What are you laughing at?
You. Because, Carol, that's who she is.
I know. I can't get a straight answer out of her to save my life.
No, I was giving him a straight answer because he was asking me a stupid question.
No, it's not a stupid question.
Does he think you would have a condo or own something if you're smart, or you'll be doing the same thing they're doing in Houston? But we have insurance for our complex.
I understand.
We got our own insurance.
That wasn't the question.
There's an assessment. You don't own a condo, I guess.
It's not about me or you. I was asking a generic
question.
question.
And I answered the question for you.
Didn't.
We are going to
I'm
rebuild.
not talking about we. It was a hypothetical. I didn't ask you specifically about your situation.
Well,
part of
I
that
thought
don't
you were
you
talking about
understand?
my condo where I live.
I said it 5 times.
We have 500 condos in there.
Ay, ay, ay.
We,
Okay.
the people, have the inalienable right to.
Carol will not listen to save her life. I wasn't talking about your particular situation. It was a what-if question.
Well, when
I'm
you
just
say
curious.
what if, I'm taking because we were talking
No,
about
I
my
wasn't talking
condo.
about you.
I was.
You made it clear that you have insurance.
Oh, no, the whole complex. We have.
Great.
You have
Good
to have
for
it.
you.
If you don't, then you get stuck having to pay an assessment. Your insurance covers that assessment.
Okay.
So that's why. I mean,
We
if you don't
understand
have
that.
earthquake insurance, isn't as expensive as it used to be.
We got that. We understand.
So people should go out and get it. I mean, it's like, why wouldn't you have flood insurance if you live where there's hurricanes?
Why wouldn't you?
Why would you ignore that?
A lot of people can't afford it, number one. A lot of people roll the dice and say, well, you know,
My insurance.
I've been living here for
you wanna
10
know what
years
my
and never had
insurance
it.
is?
I'm just telling you how people think.
My insurance is about $900 a year. That's
Mhm.
it. It covers up to
Covers-
$60,000 of an assessment. It
Hmm.
covers up a place for me to go stay. It covers up my personal and I have other insurance that covers other stuff.
Great. That wasn't the question, but let's move on.
But if I lived in Florida or somewhere and there was
Let's move on.
I would
to
get
on-
insurance.
Move on to what, Frankie?
I said online dating.
Online dating? Okay, let's talk about online dating. Have you tried that, Frankie?
Didn't you? Yeah, I started online dating. Holy crap. It's like trying to fucking look for a unicorn, okay? It's a crapshoot out there.
Yeah. Do you think
horrible.
people are truthful about in their profile?
No.
They all lie?
I think most of them are lies. Most of the profiles out there are complete and utter lies. And I finally met somebody on POS, and
What's
yeah,
POS?
Plenty of fish. Oh, there is not plenty of fish. It should be POS, plenty of shit. So, you know,
See now, here's my thought on the whole online dating thing.
Okay.
If you sign up for that, you must be a zero. I mean, really, you must not have anything going on with yourself at all. If you go to an online dating service, you're desperate. You can't find anybody at church, at work, at school, in a bar, walking down the street, in the park, dog walking, in the movie. If you can't find somebody out in a place like that, you know what? You need to be alone.
I can
But
answer all
isn't
of
that how people meet
I
people
can
now?
answer all of that.
But that's what's scary to me. I don't understand that.
But there's a
Oh,
lot
that-
of people getting married.
Yeah,
They're
a lot
desperate.
of people get married off of online, and a lot of people actually do meet. You just have to weed. It's like online is just like everyday life too, because you can. Oh yeah, I can
But
go
if-
to a bar and
but
meet a
it-
total loser.
Yeah, but if
I can go
you're
to
lying
church
in your
and meet a
profile,
total loser.
why would you
no, I
believe
can-
any of that?
Why would I believe in any of what?
You told me you think most people lie about their profile. So
I said most, not all.
yeah.
Because not all the apples
But how do
are
you know?
bad.
How do you cut through the lies? How do you know?
For me, at this point now, I don't have a conversation over online the whole time. Like maybe the first few contacts, I will say, hey, let's talk on the phone because I want to actually get to know you and actually know that it's you. Because there have been profiles where, I mean, it would be James or Roger or Robert. And then I get on the phone and it's like, hello? It's Abu. I'm like, dude, you're not Indian. Your profile says you're American. So, you know, it's
And you
it's
got to watch
ridiculous.
those ones, those Indian ones.
Oh, yeah.
They'll
There's
send you their
scams,
penis.
There's people from Zimbabwe. I mean, it's redunculous. And it's hilarious. But there are some people who are pretty cool. And then there's just no. And then, okay, I'm going to ask you a question. What is the goal? when a man sends you a dick pic, what is it? What are reactions?
You really asking that
I'm
question?
Like, oh my God!
Oh man.
You know the
is
answer to
more
that.
Yes, if you send a dick pic, you're a dick. That's just all I got to say. I don't
Now,
know
you're supposed to be.
No, you know what you should do, Frankie, when they do that?
They want you to send one
Send
back.
him back, but send him a dick pic. He'll disappear real fast.
Unfortunately, I don't have a penis.
No,
so I don't
just
know
put a picture and
Just-
send
just
it back.
find-
That's what my friend did.
Find one from somebody else.
She said, you just
There you
send
go.
one
Yeah.
back. They'll disappear real fast.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I really just don't get it. But
They're
there's some
horny.
nice
They're
guys.
horny little ding dongs.
Oh, hell yeah. Because I finally met somebody, and I thought he was really nice. Oh, I mean, I haven't dated since, I don't know, 2012. So
Oh, you're
I
right.
haven't really been out. Yeah, so I haven't, yeah, hello.
Man,
so
you
I
got dust on
totally
it.
taken For, I got totally taken for a ride. Literally taken for a ride. Like, hello, hey, baby, what's up? You know, and I'm like, oh, okay. Said all the right
You
things.
need
whatever.
pledge to get that off of there, man.
Exactly. I'm tighter than an Asian woman. Okay. Anyway.
Now, that's
so,
tight.
Ooh. How you know?
So I fed into all this
I know.
crap. I totally
Oh, okay.
did. I fed into all this crap. When I met him, he was a totally different guy.
Uh-huh.
And, I mean, he practically whipped out his penis. And I'm looking at him going, you know what? See the tree across the street? There's a hole there. Have fun. Right there. Oh, my God. What is it
Wow.
about men? I mean, hey, I don't mind that, okay?
Well,
that would be wonderful.
Let me
but I
explain.
would
Let me
like to have a
let me explain it to you. Okay, here's it. I'm getting ready to break the guy code. Damn it! All right. See, the theory is very
Oh!
simple. Don't do it. Should I tell
Hell
him, Chris? No. Okay.
No, don't do it.
I'm bound to the guy
No,
code. I can't
please do it
reveal
for
the
me.
the
Hello,
real reason.
For me. For me. Break the code for me. Hello. Little Frankie needs help.
Okay, I want to everybody that's listening, turn your volume down because this is a personal message for little Frankie. All right,
Yeah,
little
right.
Frankie, here's the deal. When a guy goes to that extent, okay, or you meet a guy in a bar, and the first thing he wants to know is, hey, you want to go back to my place and get laid? And
No.
No, listen, you got to listen to me now. This is a very important lesson. And you say yes, boom, finish business. If you say no, he says, okay, then he goes to your girlfriend sitting on the next bar stool. Eventually, he's going to run into a woman that is thinking the same way he is. And he's cutting through the chase. He doesn't have to take you to the movie to find out that you're not interested. He doesn't have to send you roses. He doesn't have to go through any of that stuff. If his only purpose is to get laid, he's going to find a woman that has the same needs. And they're out there. That's it.
Love. Well, he did send things.
Now, you can't
and
share
was
that information with anybody, okay? Nobody. None of your girlfriends, none of your male friends, nobody. This is just, I just gave you some inside guy information.
Okay. With
That's
that being
guy
said,
rule
but-
number 126.
Yeah, but I put a hole into your guy rule.
No.
Had a number to it?
Yeah. Literally.
Jeez,
Yes.
I didn't know.
Yeah, guy number rule 126 in the guy rule book.
Hold on, let me get the handbook. Hold on,
Mm-hmm.
hold on a
Oh,
second.
really? Yeah, I need to get the handbook out. What's number one rule?
so-
Please
I can't tell you anymore
stop.
because other people are now listening again.
2.
Oh,
okay,
guy
you're right.
rule number one.
126, that's it.
Yeah,
I think guy
126,
rule
you're
number
right.
one.
The title of that is Cut Through the Chase.
I know what guy rule number one is. I know what guy rule number one is. And
What
guy
is
rule
it?
number one is please your dick first. Guy rule number two.
Well, I don't know about
lie,
that.
Yeah.
lie. Guy rule number three is please your dick first. Guy rule number four.
You know, you're painting a horrible picture of guys.
Yeah, see,
I might have to cut
now
your
you're
mic
talking
off.
crazy.
I might have to cut your mic off here in defense of all the guys.
no, that ship has sailed. That plane has flown. Oh my God, no. Yeah.
Well.
Granted, there are crazy women out there, because I've heard some horror stories about women on these sites.
Listen, I know ladies that will get together in groups of 2 or 3 or 4 and say, "Come on, girls, let's go get us some."
Oh,
And the whole purpose of them going out to the bar or club or whatever is to have fun and go get some. Listen, I've had them in my car having conversations like that.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's
let's go get some.
Yeah, it's get it night. I said, what do you mean by that? So we're going to get us some. I said, from whom? It don't matter. Everyone, damn.
Well, you got to have a purpose.
They didn't have them like that when I was on the prowl.
Well, that's the millennial generation, definitely, because you know Tinder is unbelievable. I have a friend who has Tinder, and she literally just goes left, right, left. Oh, and if she meets somebody, they meet in a frickin' bar in the bathroom, and they have a little yum.
Really?
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They
wow.
fuck right there, and they're done, and they go on with their evening.
Yum.
Wow. Yum.
Yeah, that's disgusting. I
It
mean,
is.
I thought the 60s and the 70s were bad, but dang. Oh, my lordy bee. I'm like, what the?
It's scary that the chances that people are willing to take just for a little sex, and it's unfortunate. It's scary to me.
It is scary. You don't know who you're having sex with. I mean, they could be a mass murderer.
Yeah.
Can you really enjoy
Exactly.
it?
And the diseases
it's funny,
that come
though,
along
the little
with it.
girl that moved in with me, she goes on Tinder. I said, who you texting? Oh, I'm Tinder. I said, oh, you're trying to get laid. Because that's what it is, Tinder.
Yeah.
Basically, they go on it, you're trying to get laid.
That's what's up, yeah.
So,
Wow.
and I go, well, you be careful and don't give them this address. Do
Yeah.
not let nobody know where you live.
Right. Don't bring your Tinder up in here.
Yeah, I go Tinder wherever they're at.
Yeah, don't bring your Tinder up in here.
Yeah.
Because that's really what Tinder is. It's
I don't
called
know. I've
Tinder,
never
not
checked it
Tinder.
out.
so now we'll
The
see.
name
we'll
scares
see
the hell out of me.
Other name in there.
Yeah, I know, right?
Anybody
Yeah.
looking for an older man?
Code name Jabbo. If you-
Oh, my God.
No, I'd be afraid. Listen, my luck is so bad, and I'd go on one of those dating places and probably end up with one of my ex-wives. You know, well, what's your name? Oh, I can't tell you that. And then we'll meet for coffee. Okay, and you go in and with, what are you doing here? No, what are you doing? Both of us under assumed names, right? Oh, no. That was you. Must have been.
No,
that would be funny.
The right ones are.
Oh,
will have
damn.
their real names.
Nobody
They'll have
wants
their real
me but
names on
you.
there. They'll have their real names on there, and none of this assumed name crap, unless you're on Tinder.
See, the name of that website bothers me because that implies, possibly someone underage. And I'm not rolling with nothing like that. Nope.
Hell no.
Yeah, but I'm
Hell
stuck.
no.
I'm stuck. I can't date anybody younger because they're whatever, and then I can't date anybody older because hello, and I'm like stuck in the middle.
Wait a minute. Wait, Frankie, would you mind me asking your age?
I'm 5. No, let's see. I'm in my 40s, but I look like I'm in my 30s.
No, you look younger than that to me, but I've only seen, doctored pictures of you, so I don't know.
Well, it sucks because, go on my Facebook. I just put a recent photo.
Okay.
Anyways, it's hard because if you date someone younger, then they have the maturity level of a 5-year-old.
Okay.
If you date
if I
someone
date
younger, you
someone
just
too-
date them to have fun for that night.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't do that. I don't work that
There's
way. A
someone
lot of my
old
friends
that's called
do.
a limp-along, a fold-up.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, a lot
A
of my
what?
friends can do that. A lip along.
A lip-along or a fold-up.
What
it
the
folds.
fuck is a lip along?
Oh,
What the fuck
and a
is
fold
that?
up, yeah.
Or a fold-up.
That sounds like some shit she
It
made up.
folds.
Carol's getting creative.
Wait a minute, hold on. It
that is the
folds?
thing. It folds. In other words, when they're
What, about
old,
his dick?
Yeah, it usually will be.
Yes, we're
fold.
talking about the
It don't
penis.
get all the way there.
Was it?
So
Do
you're
you
gonna
fold
go
it
out-
pre-wash?
No, it's a fold-up. It just folds. In other words,
Oh my
it
God!
doesn't do
Is
what
it
a
like an
younger
accordion?
one would do.
Well,
Accordion.
if you kind of give it a little encouragement, it
You
probably
don't have
would.
to give a young one encouragement, honey.
Well, yeah, but if
You know,
it's a
just
young
like
girl
men,
that
they
you're looking
like
at,
young ones. When a woman wants to have fun, hey, get a young one.
yeah,
It's just for fun.
well, yeah, but maybe
Yeah, but the-
maybe the older guy needs to get a younger girl so they
That's
can get
right.
excited.
They do get younger
Yeah.
girls. So
Yeah,
hey,
get
it's a
excited.
two-way
You know,
street.
help his meat flute.
I had a guy once say, and
No,
they
get down
think
there,
you're
bad
old
boy.
when you're past 25 now, these men.
Yeah.
And I said, that's good because I don't like older men. Because I don't. That's why I don't date. Why do I want to date some old man? They don't want to date some old one. I don't want to date no old man.
All right,
How
so
about you date people from 18 to 80?
I wouldn't date a guy 80. No way.
no more.
No. Maybe for a companion.
What,
I did when I was
What about
younger.
Okay, so what's your age cutoff then, Carol?
I don't know. I don't date.
Oh, we know that, but if
My
you were going
age,
to,
if a man
here we go
takes
again,
care
folks.
of himself,
I
it's a
can't get her to
different
answer
story.
questions.
But when they
Here
walk
we go
around and
again.
they got bigger
I'll
boobs
give
than
you an
me
answer.
and a big gut hanging over where they can't even find their thing,
But,
don't
okay,
want-
okay.
Damn,
he tells
Carol.
me to do this, you
Okay,
guys.
okay.
You know I'm
No,
only
no,
acting.
Listen. Answer the question.
I don't know.
What would be the age top end that you would date?
The age I would like to date?
No, the
the
top.
oldest one that
The-
you would date.
Oldest one.
If he took care of himself, he could be real old. I wouldn't care.
Give me a number.
Maybe
Well,
70
my
something.
number at this
70
point
something.
stops at 55.
Okay, what is the youngest you'll go?
37.
Yeah, I say 30 something.
30 something. So 70 something.
When
30
young
something.
guys hit on me, I feel like a pervert. They do, you know. They see you from.
Say, baby.
I feel like a stone pervert.
Oh, mama,
I mean,
you looking
it's
No,
great.
they just want
I
to
was with
trigger mom.
somebody the other day, and my sister's in the marina. That's right.
Yeah.
Every guy you seen walking with the baby, with the woman, she was probably maybe 18 to 24. He was probably 60 to 70.
Well, that might have been her dad.
No, they were husband and wife. And
Really?
that's all you seen. And I go, does he really think she likes him? She probably goes to bed every night praying he'll die so she can inherit his
Ooh-wee.
Oh,
money.
man. Carol, you think that's what they're thinking?
I told you I had a daddy before,
Yeah.
but I didn't wish it on because he gave me plenty of money and I didn't have to spend the night with him. He went home. So, yeah, you think
Carol
young
had
girls really like old
A
men?
sugar father.
They don't.
I can't.
Nobody
I can't go
would
there.
date
There's no
Donald
way.
Trump if he didn't have money. Believe me.
Yeah.
Nobody would.
No.
I think you're right on
I
that one.
wouldn't
Yeah,
do
I
it
mean,
now.
I'm
I'd
right.
rather
So
kill myself.
men should really think about it because that young girl really don't like that man. It's all about money.
All about the ducats.
And it's the same thing with the older woman. I mean, I
Well,
see
see-
a woman at the beach. Her boyfriend's probably maybe 28 at the most. She's got to be hitting 70. She now follows him because
70, shit.
they have a little dog, and he walks it, and he's always talking to the. All of a sudden, she started flying out there catching him. Now he don't get to walk alone. But she looks pitiful. It's like, why are you dealing with this? Do you really think you got a beautiful house in the marina? Probably paid $20 million for. This guy could care 2 cents about you.
Well, maybe he does.
No, he doesn't.
Did you have that conversation with him?
Yes, I have.
And he
He
told
don't
you that.
let you know he's got this woman. And she came out there one day and all hell broke loose. I'm serious. She went off on him for days. And now he's like a little puppy when he's with her, and you're like, you're pitiful. You should be taking advantage of this, getting an education,
How old
and
is he?
make money. Because that's what I learned to do. I learned how to make money.
How old is he?
I'd say he's maybe in his late 20s, maybe.
Okay.
If even that, I don't know.
Well, maybe he's one of these people that just have no ambition, no talent, and
Well,
this is
that's
a
what I just
easy
said.
life
if
for
you're
him.
going to be with somebody you don't really like and it's a money thing, go to school, get an education. Let them get you educated. Watch how they made their money, then you
Yeah.
make it.
Well, he's probably just waiting for it to croak if his
I
name
mean,
is
when
on
I
the
was
will.
with the older guy, I liked him, but I wasn't in love with him.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked what he could do and give me. But I got an education.
Mm-hmm.
I watched him. I seen how he made money. He told me how to make money. He told me you have to be shrewd and you have to be smart. You can't make money not being crooked some. And he made a point of that. And I think he's right.
Got to be a little crooked, huh?
Yes.
No.
Well, I don't know what to say about that.
Well, most super rich people, they are a little crooked.
Well, I guess you're about right.
You think they pay all their taxes?
look at our president.
Yeah.
I guess that's how he got there. Wow.
But I'm only asking you guys because that's what Lee said I have to do.
So your goal this week is to find me a nice man.
Whose goal is that? Me?
Of course.
No, Carol can hook you up with somebody. I'm not the hookup man. I can't help
You know,
myself.
the best place to meet guys is a grocery store,
The grocery store.
maybe Starbucks,
Yeah.
or to start walking.
Yep. I like going to the grocery
Grocery
stores.
stores,
Yeah.
you can meet somebody.
And Home Depot and Lowe's and places like that. You see those girls out there with those yoga pants on. I enjoy that.
Me too.
Yeah, brr.
Class.
Take a class. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you just get in the back row.
Take a class.
Yeah. And listen, if I took a yoga class, I'm on the back row and all I can see is this young tender ass, I'd fucking have a heart attack.
So you can start your own website called Tender Ass.
No, Backview. Backview.com.
In the Tender Ass
In
section.
the tender ass section. Okay, enough of this.
So he'll be in your yoga class tonight.
Made me sneeze on that one. Wow.
Maybe I need to get on that
Okay,
side.
it must be Wednesday. We'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. for more buffoonery on the Lee Michaels Show. And occasionally talk about something serious. I think I'm going to have to change this cast of idiots because they bring the bad out of me. Starting with this crazy Carol. She won't answer a question to save her damn life.
No, I'm actually, Laura said a crooked, I didn't mean a crooked penis when I said a fold away. When they're older, it doesn't stay up. It bends. It don't stay up. Laura has that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, God.
So it's a fold away.
Okay, fold.
Hey, that's a new site, Carol. Crooked penis.
Thank you very much,
Not
Carol.
crooked. It doesn't stay up.
Ah. If we could package this fold-away thing, I think we'd all be rich. All right, good night. See you later. I'm out. Bye-bye. Jesus.